Okay, so today we will be practicing English conversations. Now, here are a few conversations related to time and calendar. When does February have 29 days? In leap year. How often there is a leap year? Every fourth year. How many days are there in leap year? There are 366. How many weeks are there in a year? There are 52 weeks in a year. What are the seasons in this country? Winter, spring, summer, and fall. How many months are there in a season? There are 3 months in each season. Today is the first day of spring. I didn't realize it. Aren't you glad it's here? I'm always glad when winter is over. The weather is perfect today, isn't it? Yes, I like the season of the year very much. Most people like the season best of all, don't they? Well, I'm sure a lot of people do. Now here are a few questions which have one-word answer or 2 to 3 words answers. How many days are there in a year? There are 365. How many weeks are there in a year? There are 52. How many months are there in a year? There are 12. How many seasons are there in a year? There are 4. How many months are there in a season? There are 3. How many days are there in a week? There are 7. How many days are there in June? There are 30. How many days are there in October? There are 31. How many years are there in a decade? There are 10. How many years are there in a century? There are 100. Here are a few more conversations. When is winter over? It's over about March 21st. Are you glad then? I'm always glad when winter is over. When is the spring over? It's over about June 21st. Are you sorry then? I'm always sorry when spring is over. When is summer over? It's over about September 21st. Are you glad then? I'm always glad when summer is over. When is fall over? It's over about December 21st. Are you sorry then? I'm always sorry when fall is over. Now here's an example of a conversation where the same conversation can be used to describe different days and different dates. What day is it today? It's Tuesday today. What's the date? It's March 15th. Now, here we can use a different day and a different date. What day is it today? It's Thursday. What's the date? It's October 21st. Now again, we can change to a different day and a different date. What day is it today? It's Wednesday today. What's the date? It's the 3rd of August. What day is it today? It's Sunday today. What's the date? It's September 13th today. What day is it today? It's Friday today. What's the date? It's the 14th of December. Now here's a similar example of a conversation where the conversation can be used to describe about different seasons and different months. I know about the seasons in the United States now. Then when does spring begin? It begins in March. That's right. It begins in March. Now here we can change to a different season and different months. I know about the seasons in the United States now. Then when does fall begin? It begins in September. That's right. It begins in September. I know about the seasons in the United States now. Then when does summer begin? It begins in June. That's right. It begins in June. I know about the seasons in the United States now. Then when does winter begin? It begins in December. That's right. It begins in December. Now here's again a similar example of a conversation where the same conversation can be used to describe about different seasons and different months. I'm familiar with the seasons already. What are the names of the summer months then? They are June, July, and August. Right. June, July, and August are the summer months. Now we can use a different season and different months. I'm familiar with the seasons already. What are the names of the spring months then? They are March, April, and May. That's right. March, April, and May are the spring months. I'm familiar with the seasons already. What are the names of the winter months then? December, January, and February. Right. December, January, and February are the winter months. I'm familiar with the seasons already. What are the names of the fall months then? They are September, October, and November. Right. September, October, and November are the fall months. Now here are a few conversations related to living in an apartment. What floor is your apartment on? It's on the 3rd floor. Is the building a walk-up? No, it has a small elevator. How large is your apartment? It has 4.5 rooms. Then you have 2 bedrooms. Right. A living room, a kitchen, 2 bedrooms, and a bath. Is this your apartment? Yes, it is. How many bedrooms do you have? 2 big ones and 1 small one. What's a cooperative apartment? In a cooperative, you actually buy the apartment. Just as you would buy a house. Yes, then you only pay maintenance costs each month. Do you like your new apartment? Yes, I like the service and the building too. Are there doormen and guards? Yes, and the building is close to the shopping areas. Now here are a few conversations related to living in a house. How much did you pay for your house? It cost $18,000 and we have spent another $2,000 on repairs. Did you have trouble getting the mortgage? No, we paid $4,000 and the bank lent us the rest. Do you prefer a 1-story house or a 2-story house? 1-story, I think. I do too, because there are no stairs to climb. But 1-story house take more land. Your house is very large. Yes, we have enough room for our guests now. Our house is too small. You don't have enough room, do you? Where is the bathroom? The bathroom is opposite that big bedroom. Is this the kitchen? Yes, it's a big kitchen, isn't it? I enjoy having a house in the suburbs. It's wonderful to have trees and a big yard. The children can play outside most of the time, and it's so much cleaner here than the city. Now here are a few conversations related to using the telephone. Could you give me the number of the best bag company? Is that in the city or in the suburbs? In the city, on 10th Street. Just a moment, please. What's the telephone number of Pan Eastern Airways? Just a moment, please. Thank you, operator. That number is Hillside 67600. I'd like to speak to Bob, please. What number are you calling? MU14376. Sorry, you got the wrong number. May I speak to the director, please? Who's calling, please? Just tell him it's his friend from California. Just a moment, please. I'd like to speak to Mr. Bush, please. May I ask who's calling, please? Tell him it's his assistant. Please hold the line while I see if he's in.